it's Brooke, and today I have 5 Target tiered trays for you. So I did kind of a summer kitchen theme, so it's kind of part 2 to the kitchen ones that I did like winter, springtime. So I will link that below and all the other Target videos that I have. So yeah, I like to do kitchen ones. I have a lot of kind of kitchen things. I definitely do put kitchen type items on any tray in any room I put in, but I just thought these were more specifically for the kitchen. So let's get to tiered traying. So I pulled out my house tray, and what I love to use on this house tray that I haven't used in forever is my free range and farm fresh little Ray Dunn egg holders. And I've put all sorts of things in here. I put kind of fun Easter eggs. I put in pumpkins, trees, but this time I wanted to just use straight up eggs. So I had gotten these big pack of wood eggs off of Amazon, and I just thought this was a nice neutral kind of color. Could be an everyday sort of tray, have in your kitchen. I know you can get these at Easter time in the Target dollar spot. I want to say Hobby Lobby has them back by their wood stuff. I think you're wrong, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So I just got to thinking like, okay, what kitchen kind of theme, what do you use eggs with? So then I remembered I had my little fun chocolate chip cookies, my faux ones. And so once again, we're gonna use those. I'm just loving these right now. And I just decided to stack them up on a riser here and then kind of set one off to the side. Look like a delicious little display of cookies. Well, what goes better with chocolate chip cookies than a glass of milk? So I got my little milk pitcher, and then I just wanted a little bit more, so I decided just to take this little house garland, and this is from Hobby Lobby in that kind of little tiered tray section they have. And then it kind of brought in a little more wood to match the eggs, and voila, there's my milk and cookies tray. I thought it was super simple, but just fun. You could easily like change this out for Christmas kind of time, so it's like Santa's milk and cookies or anything like that, but it's gonna be my summer kitchen tray. So I have the newest tiered tray here with the kind of like wicker weave to it. Then it has a bigger tray and a smaller tray. It's the same size as kind of that white wire one. And the weave has a slight orange tinge, so maybe not my favorite. That's why the tag is still on, because I wanted to play around with it first before I for sure want to keep it. So the inspiration for this tray was just this little market sign. That's another dollar spot one from forever ago. Since that was green, I just went and pulled a bunch of green items that I had. I decided to fill this with my measuring spoons, and these are the measuring spoons from Hobby Lobby. If they don't have them in your spring collection, just wait. They'll be coming in the fall collection. I kind of was like, okay, kind of did like the greens, and then I just wanted to go very neutral. So I grabbed out one of my cloches, and I have these like burlap roses, and I just stuck this rose right here in my cloche and thought that looked super cute there. And then I grabbed out my little pear that I thrifted forever ago and put that down here in the front. Fill in the back, I just grabbed a little white house. I just thought that worked nice. Good filler, bringing a little more white. And then for the top, I decided to grab my other little burlap flower and just prop that over here on the side. For behind the sign, I grabbed 2 little cups. I did grab a green cup, but you can't even see it. You can just mainly see the white cup, and I love to put these little spoons in my white cups, these little wood spoons. Once again, spring shop or fall shop. So we're just gonna plop those up there. And then I did think it needed just a little more greenery, so I just grabbed some itty bitty sprigs off my leaf greenery, put one up there. And then I did put one kind of down here just to kind of fill in that gap behind the pear where that pole is, to kind of camouflage that a little bit. And there is my simple little market tray. It's just super neutral. I do have some that aren't as neutral for the kitchen, but the last 2 have been just super neutral. Just keeping with the greens. You could have this out year round. Kind of one of those easy things you could change in and out for each season. And if you don't have this wood tray, you possibly have picked up one of the other ones, or this wicker tray that's shaped pretty much exactly the same. So, and then this would be easy to translate to any of the kind of more round trays. So I have my little wood and metal tray here. The inspiration for this was my little iced lemon tea, we're gonna call it. So I did put that up here on the top, and then I was like, okay, a lot of times people put honey in their like tea. So I went and grabbed out my little honey pot from all my bee themed stuff, and I thought that would look super cute down here. And then I went and grabbed my little yellow teapot, which works out perfect because it's kind of a lemony yellow theme. Got a little stand because when I put this just on the tray, it felt a little low. So I did use a little stand for it. And then I just put one of those little half lemons from the dollar spot that they haven't had. They had them like year after year after year, and then now they don't have them anymore. So, but I know you can find cute little lemons at like Kirkland's and Hobby Lobby and stuff. So there is my bottom. So then up on my top, what else do you put? If you don't use honey, maybe you use sugar. So I grabbed my little sugar jar, and then to kind of keep with the black and white check theme, I just grabbed those two little black and white stackers I have, put that in the back. And this is the Kirkland's lemons, and they're all the same size, and you get a really good bag, but they have these leaves on it where a lot of them don't. So that's why it's kind of fun to have those too. And so I just laid that back there. And then I thought my little iced tea kind of just needed a little height and a little spotlight. So I just grabbed a itty bitty little wood slice. And you could easily use a wood slice for the teapot too, just like one or two of them, but I had that little riser. And I just thought that needed just a little height, just to showcase it a little bit better. And there is my iced tea with a little hint of lemon. Now we have my little white and wood rainbow tray. And the inspiration for this tray was my little 3 stack of bowls I got from IKEA. I tried to kind of mix and match and use like 2 pinks or something, but ideally I just ended up going with the 3 different colors, and I thought they just fit perfect down there. So I took inspiration from those colors and kind of collected the things that were kitcheny that would go with those colors. So of course I grabbed my 2 little spice containers that I got at the thrift store. I got a nutmeg one and a red pepper one, but they kind of have that like pinky and green kind of colors to it. And then since they had kind of like a silver top, I thought my little milk can would look cute up here by it. And then down on the bottom I grabbed this little like long bucket that I have. And whenever I use these little cans, I always like to use whenever I use my little spice cans, I like to use kind of a pink flower with it. So all I did was like curl the bottom of it to kind of make a stand for it, and then just popped it in over there. So now next, of course, I wanted to fill in. I need to fill in my bucket. We need to fill in this. So I thought these burlap leaves would look really cute and just kind of bring out the browns, keep it neutral. It wouldn't like fight with the other colors I have. And so then I also stuck one down here in that little bucket, but I thought that was kind of plain. So then I went and grabbed my wood rolling pins. These come in a pack of 3 at Hobby Lobby. One has a sprinkle paper on it, but I've just kept these plain. I haven't used them for anything else. And let's see if I can stick them on there. Good gravy. Goodness. Maybe I want to stick. I have them coming in. Oh my goodness, like, why wouldn't those fit in there? Okay, they're in there. I don't know if they're exactly kind of how I had them, but they look like, I didn't really like them going this way because I felt like it covered my bowls and I kind of wanted to showcase those. Well, there they are. Here's my little spice tray, kitchen tray, cooking tray. So my inspiration for this tray was this super cute strawberry mug I found at Target. It's the Room Essentials brand. It doesn't say how big it is, but it does have a good handle. Like my whole hand kind of fits in there okay. Sometimes the handles are so small and like you gotta hold it like that. Like who wants to hold coffee like that? So that's kind of always one of my checks. Can I like put my hand in there nice? So I saw somebody on Instagram show this, so I ordered mine online. I haven't seen it in my store yet for $5. I was just kind of playing around with it with my tiered trays to see if I would rather have it for that, or if I'd rather drink out of it, or if I just need to take it back. So we're just gonna play with it here. So I did put it up on the top, and then since it was the strawberries, of course, I pulled out some strawberries and put them in my little mini cloche, and I wanted to put that in the middle. And then I kind of went, I got pinks, I got reds, so I grabbed my little striped pink bowls I picked up clearance after Christmas, and then just put the rest of my strawberries in there. And I kind of tilted it down so you could kind of see the strawberries a little better. And then I remembered I have this little pink bug. This is just from Hobby Lobby in their regular section, but it says spring of 21, so probably not going to have any more. But I know they have like pink and different trucks at like Valentine's, and I did end up setting it on some wood slices, and I thought the wood slices were like low enough under the lip of the thing that the car still, you know, kind of looked like it wasn't floating. That was my only thought. I was like, I don't want to look like the car is floating, but it just needed a little more height. It just sat a little too low with everything else that I have in here. So then I had used a lot of pink. I got the red, so I wanted to put in just a little pop of green, just to, you know, add a little different color, get a little more summery. So I have this green mason jar that I just popped in here. Thought that looked cute. And then over on the other side, I just used one of those big flowers I have. Obviously I picked the green one, and then I just added a little more sprigs of greenery. This is that Hearth and Hand greenery. I'm gonna put one over there, kind of one over there. This poor wicker basket is getting like really kind of lumpy sometimes. I mean, it still works fairly well. It's just, I swear it was a little more level when I first got it. So I feel like, I don't know if it's like stretching out or what it's doing. So there's my little cup of cheer, cup of strawberries tray. I love the pink and the red and the green. It feels a little Valentine-y to me. I won't lie. I think this would be a very excellent cup to use like with my Valentine decor and everything, especially because it already has like a nice mix of that red and pink, which is sometimes hard to kind of like mix together right. So you could just kind of use that as your like starter point. Final tray too. Well, there were my 5 kitchen trays. I hope you enjoyed them. They were so fun to make. I was just cranking out all sorts of kitchen trays, and I'm like, oh, these aren't as summery as I had planned. So I was like, well, we'll just do some kitchen trays, and then the next video will be some summer trays. So I hope you'd enjoyed, got a little bit of inspiration, maybe motivation to finally pick up that tiered tray you've been eyeing. I hope you're enjoying the good weather and maybe spending some time in your kitchen and cooking up some good meals. I've been trying out some new recipes to share with you, and they've been all turned out pretty good so far. So that's always nice because I've had some ones that I've tried out. As always, please remember to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.